Here, damn, look at that. Damn, I got notifications on all my joints. Let me tell my people. Some of my people said they wasn't getting no notifications. Oh, hold up. My cousin just. Anyway, I'm just showing you, right? I'm just showing you the truth. I had no reason to lie. I just got, I understand MO3 because he had to be going through some of the same shit that I was going through with a hating ass nigga. Like, let me tell you something. When you listen to certain songs, you take on the spirit of the person in that song who's singing it because you understand what they going through. That's why you think I keep playing alter ego. You don't want to stay, but you don't nobody know my alter ego. They never they never witnessed it. Ain't nobody got no stand put their hand up on the joint and never testified against me. Before I be a dumbass nigga, I'm just gonna plead out. But I'm gonna go to trial on other things that I know that's bullshit, or I'm gonna make them throw out. But I don't even need the fucking lawyer. I just need the lawyer there so I can blame it on him if shit don't go right. Now, when it comes to civil, how is it that I was locked up? I'm just saying, listen, I was locked up for about the same amount of time that a lawyer is supposed to go to fucking school, that they willingly go to school. I mean, willingly go there and learn the same fucking thing that I'm learning the same, but I ain't willingly go to jail. I'm trying to get the fuck out. So why wouldn't I fucking learn the law? I mean, just like on some real shit. Like you just go into the jizz joint and the first thing go to your mind like, yo, I want to get swole, I want to get big. No, I want to get the fuck out. I got two daughters to get home. I'm in a fucking fed or some bullshit. I'm on a paper case. And got on that motherfucker and told people take y'all fucking beef. Don't be fucking have me in no motherfucking cause I ain't do nothing but try to help motherfuckers. Don't be having me on no motherfucking conspiracy or nothing. Take your beef. But if someone tell you, you Go ahead and plead guilty. That mean they gonna tell on you or some shit like that. Or somebody they was already in there. So I'm trying to tell you, down Philly, we used to get on the toilet, you gotta flush that motherfucker and everything. And that's how you go down to every fucking floor. You talk on the toilet. But some people got mic'd up that way. They start micing up the toilet. But every time, you know, they get somebody, yo, it's other ways to get, man, you know how many ways it is to get a message out from the joint. I'm trying to see if this hashtag thing worked. Because it was working on Facebook and then something happened. Because look at my thumbnail. I'm live, though. I'm live now. Tell me, hit the drum to just calling. Oh, you know my shit. My bad, I'm sorry. Now, what I originally titled this joint is I tried to put it in there. I said disclosure and common law is everything. But I originally had a title, but it wouldn't fit. I said, I don't know. I don't want to know where my partners are. I just want to know if they okay. You feel me? And take that how you want to, but I know that lady right there. I don't know her personally, but that's my homegirl. But I'm telling you, Jaguar was right, which I kept fuck with her like right in front of my face. But motherfuckers ain't even laughing out, and it ain't even nothing. Um, Shout out to H. So it ain't even nothing that got to do with no cops and nothing. About her telling her story. She was telling her story. She said, well, what she witnessed. But that's something between a woman and traumatized and held that for years. So it's listen, how would it niggas ever go against somebody that held something in for years? years of just silence, like, or they was silence, and then they got an opportunity to come out and tell certain things, and then somebody gonna say, "Oh, we don't want you telling that. We're gonna fuck you around and everything." It's called exposing. So where we was when y'all try to muffle us before, it's cool, but now there's a platform. But some people don't come on here willingly; they forced to come on here. Like, yo, who's saying my name somewhere? How many people? How many? My name is my name, and how many people heard that? How many people was fucking following Ratchet TV when he was saying that shit about my fucking name? I mean, seriously, how many channels was believing that shit? I'm telling you, I don't play the trolling shit. But how many channels or how many people actually was believing that, or otherwise they was doing it for some other reason? So now people bumping heads because a nigga wanted to get, you know, he wanted to get something done to him in the room and wanted me to lie for him, like wanted me to be his wingman, some shit like that. But you ain't want to get no money. Nigga, I don't want to fucking be around you. You was never on my fucking level, you stupid ass nigga. So if you ain't never do no time and you trying to talk about the law and talking about you got a case and then start showing me pieces of lawyers' names, nigga, what the fuck is wrong with yo? And then I figured it out. See, we could smoke, we could willingly smoke, we could walk all around, bro, we could smoke weed, we allowed to have gun, yeah, we bang out with the cops. And really is love and feel. They used to have a joint called Love Park and shit. It's just a joint. It's like a lot of places motherfuckers used to go to, Belmont Plateau and everything, and all of Philly would come there, and we was chilling, but motherfuckers didn't get shot at it. Yo, it was a time motherfuckers didn't get shot at it. The most motherfuckers rumbled like, yeah, pussy, pop, 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 pop. But even my cousin H right there, he put my joint on because he said he'll call me. Put it on, listen to him. That's my old that's my older cousin right there. Everybody like to fucking just joke sometimes, you know what I mean? But some shit you don't joke about, you know what I mean? I don't joke about certain shit. So I ain't joking about you, and I'm telling you, it's such and such, such and such. But I'm laughing. If I'm high, yo, I don't care if I'm high from drunk. Yo, I don't know nothing, officer. I'm telling you. You know, you gotta remember a certain movie. And you had to watch the movies over and over again. It's certain comedians that you just like, but that's my cousin right there. But that motherfucker don't like no Philly, don't like no Philly team. But that shit, that's as far as it goes. But I don't like Philly. I don't want to hurt you. Yo, if let me see, there's nobody that's like can come between me and my family. I yo, I just who put out the story that rainwater? I mean, now I mean they put that joint out like a day ago. They said rainwater want them to be. Yellow Beezy now is coming out and saying that rainwater wanted them to be. So you be, but how did he do that? And how is, if that was the case, then how is it that somebody is dead, but they wanted y'all to be? So Bubba, Roy Lee, and MO3 is dead. Don't nobody even know the niggas that's dead on y'all side or whatever. And I'm not saying like anybody deserve to die. But if you got shooters and other people don't got them, they'll shoot. Um, wouldn't that make you though? What would that make you? That would make you like the boss, but you ain't gonna shoot unless you from certain like background. Like you got this. You ain't never bust a gun. Shut the fuck up. Straight up. So what made motherfuckers think that if I've been around people all my life, I'm talking about all my damn near all my life of just knowing right from wrong, and then knowing like all right, separating business from pleasure, and also knowing that I have my my peoples, I have my partners, but I call them family. But we ain't no gang. We literally have companies. So if let me just say this: if I'm going to do dirt, what would you think would be the first thing that I would do? I'm gonna separate myself from my company. If I'm gonna do time or anything, take me off of everything. Y'all go do whatever y'all gotta do. You know what I mean? Well, yeah, and that's how you watch each other back and everything. But when you come out of jail, y'all y'all stop being partners. You stop being family and all that. No, it might be a little bit of change, but you just realize family is just family. And then if you did a significant amount of time, I mean a significant amount of time, like 30 fucking years, I ain't do 30 years. I had my fucking family that did years. My family, shit. My family, we probably one of the most dysfunctional fucking families in, in history. We might be, in our eyes. But one thing about my family, I know they was always, and they always will be. Oh, I can't help who I am without getting the thought. Like, so motherfuckers know that when this nigga did what he did, you think I wouldn't follow him to see who is behind him? Yeah, I'm gonna find out everybody that's behind this nigga. He owe me some bread and he gonna pay that fucking bread. I don't give a fuck. My partners, my family, they not gonna say nothing about nothing about it because they know at the end of the day, I done took motherfuckers to court and won fucking money and lawyers stole the money and everything. But they're the only people that can call ask me a question and I answer it direct and they know when to say, yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. Or don't say nothing. You're supposed to just know when to don't say nothing. Like, I don't know nothing. Or when the fucking weather just getting fucking hot. And the weather getting hot. The weather is hot. And that's to say, I don't think it's too many people, not even my fucking doctor, that think I'm stupid. I don't know how to talk. I only got diagnosed with certain mental illnesses that had to be treated. It didn't make me stupid. But somebody said that something was wrong with my brain and I couldn't never run my company ever again. So the only thing that y'all had right is that I'm mentally disabled in some doctor's eyes or whatever. So I'm the dog. I don't know nothing. I'm the dog that you ain't giving no fucking vaccinations to. You ain't giving nothing. You ain't vaccinated. I don't want to be known. Yeah. But I can't remember. Y'all remember Scooby Doo? I ain't sure about this. But I don't remember Scooby Doo ever barking. I don't remember Scooby Doo. I don't even remember if I seen Scooby Doo bite. I don't know. I don't know. I guess it depends on the type of dog you got. You know what I mean? But MO3 represented the smallest, taking on the biggest. And my channel is the smallest, taking on all these bigger channels and all these bigger platforms and all these bigger uh, companies. Until I had to figure out which one was coming at me. And you know what I felt? You know how good it felt to see them all happen to come into the courtroom and show their faces when they didn't want to show their faces. And, and me just being able to laugh at them. They in there in front of the court with their suits on and everything, trying to look important. I came in there with all black on, some sweatpants and everything. What the fuck, yo? Do you think I really had to respect this judge that I know is acting without jurisdiction? I don't give a fuck what he do. I don't give a fuck what them lawyers said. I will never do with nobody don't have the authority to tell me what to do, because at the end of the day, I had to listen to the Most High. I ain't listening to nobody else. But if he's the one thing he said, render unto Caesar what is Caesar's. Now, if I didn't build the house, I don't give a fuck if a motherfucker took it away. I ain't build the motherfucker. If I got it at a steal and motherfuckers settle with me, yeah, your ass getting ready to pay. So just like you might try to be finding out information about me, you think I don't fucking look up everything about always. If you make yourself, let's say you're an opponent, then I'm going to look into you. You say you're a trust, I'm going to get your trust agreement. I'm gonna make you come the fuck from my bond. Anything redacted and everything, I'm gonna make you come out and show yourselves, because I'm showing you trade places. Y'all remember Trading Places with Eddie Murphy? You gotta be a certain type of individual to know what I'm talking about. You gotta be a certain type of individual that know what a 10K is, or who the SEC is, so you can go onto the SEC like website and pull, or Edgar, and pull some shit down on a company and find out, oh, this ain't a good company to fucking invest in, and there's certain shit that they have to disclose because they publicly owned. I mean, the public own them, so there's certain things you're supposed to expect of them, and certain things are private. But even those people, you think they want their shit out there? So you see her. I don't know who this girl is. I don't know who the girl is. I don't know her. But I ain't never told the cops on it, even on this faggot nigga right here. Like I never told nothing to the cops on this yet. The cops came in and asked me about him. Like, yo, what's up with you in Ratchet TV? I was like, yo, this motherfucker, yo. I'm like, yo. So they really got YouTube police down here. Like, don't mess with him. Like for real, like niggas ain't real niggas. Like if you just took my money, you supposed to run behind the police, man. I would snatch you from behind the fucking police and beat your ass. I would go through a barricade, anything about my bread, nigga. If you took bread, you took bread out my kid's mouth. The fuck is wrong with niggas nowadays? It don't matter if you rob with the gun or rob with your tongue, nigga. And this is America. You gotta, it's other things that you lose, like gas money, all of that shit. I count all of that shit. Yeah, I don't know the last time that I stepped in shit. I don't step in shit. I don't believe in all that luck and shit. I believe in making my fucking way. All that good luck and shit. Good luck. Luck. That sounds like gambling. Some shit. I don't know. But like I said before, you can't put a target on somebody's back and then take it back. It's too many people you turn like so. Like if he got me to hate Scope, this faggot nigga. But Scope, I never no target. I was trying to kill him. Somebody in the ratchet gang that they wanted to do something to anybody. That's how much they into that ratchet gang shit. I ain't into no motherfucker. I ain't tied to no fucking gang like that. I'm tied to family and my partners. My partners are my family. And we'll call each other family. We see each other, we can hug each other, and everybody ain't thinking like, oh, they fucking or whatever. Yo, they nah. We shake and then we hug. And we could tell each other, I love you, nigga, and it don't mean yo, we try and go sleep together. But the one thing we want to do is listen. Ain't nobody gonna rob nobody from our family, and you gonna rob from. You're not gonna rob from your family. Shit, it used to be you couldn't even fucking hit one of the girls. You couldn't even hit. You couldn't fuck with one part of the family, and the whole family wouldn't just tie the whole goddamn block up and be rumbling. Yeah, we held Erie Avenue down. They held Erie Avenue down for my sisters, my fucking cousins. I wasn't even there. This is something I heard about. Yeah, they held down Germantown, like Germantown and Erie and shit. Rumbling on the street. Somebody messing with one person in our family. One person. And it was my sister. Man. But family business is family business. And yo, how long you think it would take if somebody listen? If I said, man, F my grandmother or F this lady right here, yo, we have people in our family that'll just beat you the fuck up. Like who you talk to? They'll just beat you the fuck up. Or they'll just my cousin that I'm just asking, I want him to come on live. Yo, he told me he ain't ever want to hear that I did what somebody told him I did. But he a few years older than, but he told me he don't ever want to. And I was just like, I had to understand what he said. And I was like, all right. But I thought I was I was doing it right. He was like, no, like he don't ever want to hear that I went anywhere by myself to handle business because I don't want to get the family involved. And that's what I did. He said he ain't ever want to hear about that. So when I put up that live and I said I love my family, all of I meant that shit. But I made sure I know that I told y'all who I don't know as family. I don't know them. I told you I know the Williams. I know them as family and other family that I do know. You think I'm getting ready to tell you everybody that's in my fucking family and everybody that's my fucking partner? Do I look that fucking stupid? Do I ever sound that stupid that anything? No. See, it only take me and H to go somewhere and handle anything. And to handle something. And matter of fact, it'd be three of us that we like does that. And now it might be four of us because of people getting out and they starting to meet each other and they go, all right. I don't talk about Philly business. It's not really. I'm going to stand up for Philly. But when I sit up here, I don't be bragging because when I be telling you about the trust, I be giving you breaking news. I came back literally yesterday from the courthouse on May the 8th to let you know that shit didn't work. I saw all the lawyers that own something. And I kept speaking into the joint like the money had to come from somewhere. One of the legitimate businesses had to be Lone Star Funding, which is owned by lawyers. So the transactions, they had business. They got business in Pennsylvania. They got a lot of houses in Pennsylvania. I know where all their houses is. So when they was asking for a certain bank account, I know why you asked for a certain bank. I don't got nothing to do with no fucking Lone Star Funding, U.S. Bank, none of they trustees, everything. But I got to see them yesterday. They trust who the trustees was with them old ass fucking wool suits on. It was like 80 degrees yesterday. These niggas came in with the pinstripe wool suits. I already know what that means. The judge came in, look, yo, his fucking face. That I'm trying to tell you, I can't draw, but his face was all light and everything. He knew. He told me he was going to come out with an order in 7 days. He came out with an order the next day, the 9, because y'all know what the fuck is coming. I'm trying to tell you, these judges and these lawyers, they be right down here and they be listening. Why would a lawyer have a fucking YouTube channel trying to warn y'all about fucking self snitching? A lawyer. So why would a lawyer have a yo? I mean, how much money you think you can make off of YouTube if people don't come to YouTube? They got fucking YouTube TV. They got YouTube Premium. Then they just split it to YouTube Premium, and then it's YouTube where you gotta pay for the music. But I forgot that I gave different people access to a family plan, and somehow the calendar would hook up with mine. It'd be like certain payments to do, and I didn't realize who it was. So I kept saying, like, yo, somebody in my phone. And somebody was in my phone, but I told them stop playing with my phone, and the shit immediately stopped. And then the person came on the log. So everybody know what I'm talking about. No, I'm not playing, but I'm not sure that I didn't show the beginning of the plot. All I say is I told y'all like Jaguar was right, and you'll leave her. Liz on like don't mess with Jaguar. It's like and but Jaguar White don't need me to stand up for her. But I just anybody from fucking Philly, Beanie Siegel, anybody. I'm Philly everything. I even played homeboy shit on here, and I wanted to play that shit because y'all don't know the bond between cousins, especially if y'all grew up together and say y'all was getting money together. But Gilly and Wallow, they used to make some good yo, but they did it on somebody else shit. So I don't really be wanting to play that shit. No, I don't know them. So not saying I don't know Gilly and Wallow like that. Go tell them so I can copyright. I'm talking about who channel they was on. It was a DJ. He was a DJ. He's a DJ, and he asked Gilly and Wallow like, "Yo, spit some of that shit because yo, Philly right for niggas. You feel what I'm saying? Philly, yeah, they write bars for niggas, do music for niggas. So it only took I don't even have to I just have to know my city, the greatness of my city, and the people that were born here to know how great I am. How great I could be. But the people I deal with, they not greedy. They just trying to like be comfortable. We ain't trying like motherfuckers that's trying to be billionaires. All right, go ahead, be a fucking billionaire, put out your business and all that shit. Like niggas ain't trying to do that. Niggas really ain't trying to be known. So if you go down from, let's say, um, I don't have to catch every track of the government. I don't have to trap I don't have to catch every fucking thing. But how many times motherfuckers go to the federal prison and do time. Like and when I say do time, I mean like you doing a bid like you 2 years, it take you to about 2 years. 2 years, that don't do nothing for nobody. That's not Rehabilitation. Feds don't give a fuck about no rehabilitation. That's one thing. Don't give a fuck about no rehabilitation. But 2 years, that ain't enough time. Like most people, they'll get in there and be talking, oh, I love the Lord and all of that. They ain't dug in. You get dug in about 2 years in, about 18 months to 24 months. You dug in, you just accepting whatever it is. You know what I mean? Because you already didn't get, you should in 18 months, you should have got your fucking commissary up. You supposed to have got the routine in the prison. You supposed to have been at all of that time. You spent 2 years, you supposed to have all of that. Yeah. No infractions, nothing. You just know how to move. You just know how to move where you at. That's not playing chess. Somebody else might be playing chess. But I say justice for MO3. I say checkmate. Don't you see I'm asking the question? Man, I don't know nothing. I'm asking the question. Is it checkmate? See, I'm starting to get notifications. Then City is going live. Like, but the notifications is coming from the side of my John. It's coming from the side. It says YouTube, watch Sin City Raps live in 30 minutes at the end of the day. Yeah, I know. At the end of the day. Fuck out of here. I win. I was all talking that checkmate shit and all that. Yeah, everybody telling on themselves now. Everybody got the exclusive fucking videos and everything. When I went live before, I couldn't. My cousin, they was having problems knowing that I was live and knowing that we come to the end of the MO3 case, which I've been on for. I ain't been a detective. I really was interested in, and I had to ask my cousins. I had to ask my family, was it okay? I mean, the ones that's right out there, like they get down just like y'all want to get down. Like that's what I had to ask. Was it okay? Not I ain't had to ask no wife, no kids, nothing. I don't answer to my kids. I'm always gonna protect them. It was my daughter asked me, had you ever heard of Ratchet TV? It was my daughter. This nigga spoke to my daughter on the phone. So you don't know how fucking personal this shit got. So motherfuckers should have minded their fucking business. And if this rat ass nigga keep running behind motherfuckers down in Texas, I said, if anybody get in my way, it is on. But of course, I would never be so blind as to go back to federal court, state court for nothing. Because I ain't do nothing. Shit. If, got bills. Everybody got bills to pay. I ain't do nothing illegal. We're going down South Carolina trying to help to see if this lady was missing. When the fuck asking for justice for anybody has been a crime. I'm just trying to figure when that shit becomes a crime and when you ask for justice, you get death threats, but you got these death threats recorded. Everything in your life start going wrong, but you recording the dates that it happened. And until you lift the skirt up, see what's under the skirt. I told you, nigga. The last end between me and you was someone that you hired to do something to me because he came over here and talked his shit. That's the only reason why I won't fucking lay my hands on you. And just he know what I think about him. And he know how I felt what I was gonna do. But if it was alleged that I did something with a uh, mortgage company, like a mortgage crime, wouldn't I know how many times would I have to repeat that crime before I know it's a crime? Or that it's a crime, at least in the federal government under 18 USC. How many counts for that would I have to have? How many counts of mail fraud I would have to have, bank fraud, all of that? How many counts of anything would I have to just know about? I mean, to ever just pick the fucking book up and see what the elements of a crime is and see if I meet those elements. And then most important, if someone comes in my chat and says, "Oh, did something for you," or "Who the why wouldn't I notice that? Notice that that might be, something, something, something." The gifts are supposed to be unknown. Like it's a gift. Like I'm doing this. I did this, and I did this either out of pure love or out of just like a loyalty or stuff. You know, just trying to slide somebody something so it ain't about nothing. People ain't all on the motherfucking social media talking about, yo, the ball gave me this and the ball gave me that. So you come under a different name. That's why I don't know nobody on here. So it's the fact that, yo, stop saying you know me. You don't know, nobody don't know me on here, right? I don't know nobody. Whatever I said, I stand on it. But I don't know these people. Like we went drink. We don't go out and drink together. I never fucking met them. Yeah, I don't know. I ain't nah. Nobody. I told you, only fucking person I met is this nigga right here, Gregory Aldabowski. And then he said something about, yeah, I don't have no problem. He said somebody named Rainwater, Brandon R. Rainwater, wanted to talk to me. I don't know him. And then he called my Jizak. I didn't, I ain't give him my number. So somebody gave him my number. I don't know the boy. He he, he hot. Both these niggas hot. All of them niggas is hot. They hot in more than one way. Yeah, they hot in the feds as telling, and they hot for each other as in, yeah, y'all all like seem to be connected to Texas, man. I mean, like down in Dallas, yeah, y'all like each other, you know. Literally. I say like each other. Yeah, we won't go in this back room. We're gonna kiss and man, I ain't never heard yo. It's like a fake ass reality, yo, a fake ass reality show. That's what it seemed like. Because some of it's not reality. Like really, is a troll. It's a trolling component to it, and then no, something actually did happen. Something that was supposed. Listen, when we see what was going on, Miss Lowdown was right, right? But you see how you seeing it? It's leaking out, and the only people that's gonna cover it is the people that didn't have nothing to do with it. It was people that didn't have nothing to do with it. They genuinely can sit back and either be quiet because there is some people that really like his music, but you got to know about music to know what it does to people or it can do to people. I don't know. No, when I left South Carolina, I'm trying to tell you the whole time, the whole way from South Carolina back to the adults, I just kept rewinding, replaying everything that King Von was saying in his raps right before he died. I'm talking about I met her at I think it was I met her at the O or took her to the O or something like that. Yeah, I took her to the O and then about the stripper. But then that crazy story, John. Yo, you know how many versions it is of that? The only people understand what he was saying is him and whoever he was talking to, who they, or some people they thought he was talking to because they went back and made another track or whatever they moved out. I mean, if he said, I don't mess with these P ass rappers, they scared of me. If you scared of somebody, you ain't trying to really, you ain't trying to fight him. You ain't trying to fight him, nothing. You're going to hire somebody to do it for you. You scared. You ain't hear my man Keith said, hey, Scope, don't let me find out if you scared to show a G. Keith, Keith is from New Jersey. It's from Jersey. Cat and Keith. But it remind me of my cousin H. Like, yo, let me find out you scared to come outside. I said, what? Oh shit. I'm just saying. But for people to come out and say now that it was been rainwater, like a fucking self admitted rat and somebody that look, yo, when he said that when he reported on 11 Alive News, he looked to me, I ain't even gonna hold you, he looked like a bum. If somebody said this is the manager, I was like, who? He the manager. And yo, after 3 died, you see his clothing change, his clothing to start changing. He got motherfucking camera shots of him looking like a fucking bitch, like he got fucking makeup on and shit. Yeah, like he trying to be a fucking model or some shit. You know, headshots and all of that shit. That's, to me, that's some, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, niggas, real niggas don't do that. Got headshots, you know, you hanging around certain people. Yeah, you hang around certain people, you pick up certain fucking spirits. Yeah, you dance with certain people. Yeah, you pick up their spirit. You dancing with them. All right. The guy don't notice the Jones would be like dancing with the devil, like it'd be dancing Jones. So when you understand signs, you'll be like, all right, because when I go there, I'm gonna go silent. You gotta know a person. Yeah, be glad I'm going live every day. I go live every day and say something rather than do something, or I'm just reporting what's really going on. I ain't gonna let nobody play in my face. And sometimes people gotta be reminded. Remember Mary J. song? You remind me. Yeah. What's the bar Jigga say? I'm an 80s baby, master of Reaganomics. Oh shit. I was like, damn. So anybody can understand it. When I wouldn't give a fuck if I was in Rock Nation or Black Rock, their goddamn self. If Black Rock said they was gonna kill my daughter, it had something to do with saying they was gonna do something to my daughter, which That's called exposure. You know what they wouldn't expose themselves like that. So if I had those people to look up to, it makes you think I would expose myself like that. Unless I knew what I was up against. So they would need people to try to do that. But I ain't filing bankruptcy. And they ain't say nothing about the land. But what's further they got to land in Pennsylvania? A house in Pennsylvania. Oh, y'all ain't know about the acres. Don't know about the acres. Yeah, show them the house while you hide the acres. The fucking house was 3,500 square feet on some real shit. At best, it's 3,500 square feet at with a jaw. You know how many of those houses you can buy? You can that house a 3,500 square foot house. You know how much if you give everybody point 0.3 acres, point 0.3 acres of land, and plus a 3,500 square foot house. Right? You it like it take me about 4 walks just for me to just get off my land and to be stepping into the common area of a gated community. How much money they charging people to stay in a gated community so everybody could be in everybody's business. Yeah. Whispering motherfuckers. No. So the last thing that I ever cared about was a house. Yo, motherfuckers could just call the fucking cops because my dog got out. The dog didn't attack your dog or nothing. I'm watching all of these people of different races, the Caucasian race, and I had 2 pits, and they was babies. Who the fuck want to be in a community where you call the police because a dog ran up to your doorstep to try to mate, not mate, but to know that you have a dog there. It ain't trying to hurt your dog. Pit bulls by nature they don't just go out and hurt. They're not one of them dogs that just go out and attack. That's the shit that's like propaganda. When you raise your kids and your dog right, your dog not gonna just go out and just fuck something up unless it's it's a guard dog. It's gonna protect. That's why I call it man's best friend. So you ain't never seen them signs. Yo, got a gun. John say, I think it say something like, "Never mind the dog, beware of the owner." You got your dog, you got your gun, and your owner. Got both ways. And all of that is legal. because God, the Bible say God is a spirit, so we don't know him. So he's inside of us. That's the mystery, is that God is inside of us. So if God inside of me, I'm the owner of the body that God gave me. Well, God is the owner of the body, of your body. Nobody else is the owner. So why wouldn't God want to do something to people that he created? But no, he ain't leave that up there with a jealous angel that wanted to be God. He wanted to be God. He wanted to be the owner. So it always that's what you always gonna have. The actual and that fake shit. I'm just saying. And the actual say, yo, you got a certain amount of time. he, listen, he been putting up with him for however anybody think. I mean, I'm not one of those people that think the earth is a billion fucking years old. Because if you accept that the earth is a billion years old, then I mean, hey, yeah, you believe you seen people go to the moon and all of that. You know, dinosaurs and all of that. You go to museums. When you go in a museum, you don't even realize they ain't never find a whole fucking skeleton of a dinosaur. They took one bone and built this other fucking creature with these little hands and called him T-Rex and all this, gave him all of this shit. But everywhere you go, you got a fucking museum. Damn, y'all caught that? Y'all found that many dinosaurs, and y'all give them a certain name and all of this shit? Come on, no. Y'all found one bone, said it belonged to a fucking woman. Her name was Lucy. Then you did a movie called Lucy. Yeah, you know, just gotta be paying attention to shit. Like, yeah, I believe this shit for what it's worth. There's only one that can make you believe that type of bullshit. You have to be um, on one side or the other of the fence. The thing about me is I had to learn one thing. I'm not going to play church. I'm going to either be in the church or I'm in hell. So I'm a demon. Simple as that. It doesn't mean that I'm totally lost, because the word also tells us that the only sin that you can be, that can never be forgiven, is blasphemy against the Holy Spirit. Flip over the pages, you know how you read the Bible. It's to deny God. And I could never deny God. I have to. Always acknowledge that there's a most God, most high God, that's greater than me, and that I never had to fear any man or any woman. And I don't have to put my trust in any man or any woman. I had to put my trust in him. That's what the word says. It's a him, not no shim. Yeah, we won't play with God. I don't play with God. I don't spell it with no, I don't make a mistake and spell it with a small G. I don't make that mistake. To make that a mistake, You talking about yourself? Or you talking about, yeah, somebody like Satan or something like that? So I don't give a fuck if you want to text. You better know how to text and put a. If I say God, it's a. I'm, I'm reading from the King James version. There's two gods, a small one and a big one. The big one got a big G. The small one got the little G. And you would never say, you would never get that mixed up. I don't. Anyway, I remember receiving it. It was almost a riddle, and I didn't know who it was from. Somebody was holding a baby, showing me what I was saying with Justice from MO3. I didn't understand it then. And then they showed there was a thing, but to me it was a riddle, and I was just like, I ain't understanding until I had to understand about there was three. I'm not telling what nobody said. I don't know nothing, officer, about what happened in uh, 2020. I was in Philadelphia, and in fact, I know exactly where I was. November 11th of 2020. I was getting ready for my November 19th. I was going to get sentenced for the crimes that I allegedly did and that I got extra time for. Like, yo, I had the judge on my top, everything. So I was just like, damn, y'all gonna lock us up in the crib and motherfuckers ain't supposed to look into, like, just type in their computer and just say, yo, did this happen? Something you just interested in something. Well, I'm interested in a lot of things. The only way a company is successful if it invests in its people that makes the company run. And when I say makes the company run, it's the people that work for you, your customers. So you don't never want to just have clients, customers, consumers, whatever. Because if the consumers just say, yo, man, fuck that, I don't want to go there, nothing that. You know, it's a wrap. And then spilling company secrets. Um, there's no company in the world. The first thing they tell you is do not discuss your salary with anyone. The first time I ever seen anything so crazy is for Queen 88 to go live and say that I owe her $1,000 a week after one meeting. She didn't even say she signed a contract, what the meeting was for or anything. You ain't say nothing. You ain't say nothing. So you're worth nothing. You get nothing. You didn't read the NDA. I can show Queen 88's NDA signed the date it was signed, and then I can show you how I knew this. The devil is in the details. I literally have the Queen 88 saying that she would never say anything about me on social media, and I wouldn't do anything, say anything about her with the video that she tried to, you know, get rid of when she went and said I owe her $1,000 a week, but she doubled down on that and tells her dad, yeah, he said this, that, and the third. First off, if I said $1,000 a week and I go by, um, I'm never the first one to say a number. Someone else told you that and you brought it into the meeting. See, my thing is when you say a number, I start wondering. That's why my favorite emoji is I'm always wondering. And that's why I wear glasses like Stevie Wonder. No shit. But then y'all see when and the mic was getting ready to fall, Stevie Wonder caught that motherfucker like he really blind. He heard it or he got some hell of a reflexes. Yeah. Paul McCartney knocked the mic over. Stevie Wonder just looking up there, the sky caught that shit with his left hand. I was like, damn. He said Stevie Wonder ain't blind. And so Stevie Wonder and Ray Charles, they both was blind, right? And well, I'm Stevie Wonder and Ray Charles. I don't know nothing. I ain't see nothing. But if you blind or yeah, if you lose one of your senses, yeah, another one gets sharper. One of your other senses get sharper, like you're listening to motherfuckers background because that's what I'm doing to you. But it's not for harm's sake. It's for safety's sake to make sure that someone is not trying to harm you. So one girl must have thought I had a prison with her. I did. Give me a second. Every now and then we have to be reminded I'm out of line with the clockwork because no matter if I'm live or not, I got my family gotta eat too. Fuck wrong with y'all niggas. But I don't ask nobody for anything. Give me a second. I'm not. I'm. I'm just took two. It takes 2 minutes altogether. Except what I be doing is takes 2 minutes. But when there's a warning, it it takes longer than 2 minutes. And the only way that that can happen is from what I told you earlier. I, don't, I just want to know that my partners are okay, and they want to make sure I'm okay. So, and if I ain't, I didn't check in. I didn't check in with them, which I'm supposed to check in with them. But no, it don't have to be by phone or anything like that. I mean, sometimes, or at least how society is supposed to be built and how we did for each other here and how you was brought up. You took care of your elders. You know. Like if people get to a certain time where forget, they start to forget things, they need assistance. And that's how, if somebody hacks your computer, you can't use certain parts of the computer anymore because somebody fucking with you. And see, I'm the one to tell y'all who's in CNA, which is a certified nurse assistant. So if you're a certified nurse assistant, what is your duty? I mean, seriously, what's your duty if you're a certified nurse assistant? Well, you assist a nurse in giving care to people that need care. Like myself. People don't go out and start making up shit about people that actually is in they're in need of care. I have PTSD. I suffer from a lot of shit. I remember I went to New York. The firecrackers, the firecrackers, them shits went off. I go into a shell, but I have a doctor. The doctor told he told me I had to take all these drugs and everything just to sleep and everything. And one of those is weed and Commonwealth. Yeah, I got some weed. Let me spark up. Shout out to DJ Q, the Cincinnati kid. Say, what up? What up? So I'm, I'm just saying, like a lot of people just didn't take me serious before, but I always was trying to give you a little bit of get in, but you might not have been good down with it. You know, steer you strong, not steer you wrong. But I mean, we all, you know, everybody come to a certain point where they start asking certain questions. I just know when I started asking certain questions, it don't matter who could yell the loudest. It's not a race, it's a marathon. And I don't know nothing about nobody. I don't know nobody that just got locked up. I know two names, and I'm the receipts. I have two recordings, and they asked for about two names: Whack 100 and Ratchet TV. Ratchet TV, that's on my fucking Xfinity John. My PO come right in asking me about some Ratchet TV. Nigga, I don't know. I don't even know that nigga like that, yo. The fuck you talking about? because I'm making videos. Then they send her an email. There's a couple of people sent her some emails. Somebody sent her some text messages trying to get me booked because I'm talking about this chump right here. Call him Gump, Chump, whatever you want to call him. I don't care about that. Gregory Len Dubowski Jr. I don't know what the fuck wrong with the ball. Why he the ball that just won't come out. And I would have never known, but I'm glad he didn't come out. It was purposed for this. I'd have missed the talent like MO3 just to be able to hear it. Just to hear. Yo, the whole time that nigga just played, he never, 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 never. When I say never, he never played no MO3 down in South Carolina. All he kept doing was playing King Vaughn. He never played none of that shit. He never I don't even know if he played no fucking Trap Boy Freddy or anything like that. Cause I let him drive my John one time. Then he started doing all that crazy shit, driving in and out of trap. Oh, bro, I don't know who you running from. Fuck you doing? You ain't even on my goddamn insurance or nothing. He said, "Oh, this is how we drive in dollars." Yeah, y'all just dodge and weave in fucking traffic. No reason, because somebody looked at you, y'all start dodging and weaving traffic. Like somebody after you. Fuck you mean? Nigga just gotta. We in traffic. Somebody know you all the way down there. You driving my John all crazy. And this all. I was like, never again. Nigga won't drive nothing. Nothing. I can't believe that down in like Dallas, Texas, you just always gotta be dodging, weaving in traffic because you think somebody after you. Although, so if that's the truth, when we see that film, why ain't nobody else dodging and weaving fucking traffic? It seems like other people just driving. You telling me everybody in Dallas, y'all gotta dodge and weave traffic like y'all in shot down or something like that. Y'all see the nigga roll the window down, he about to shoot you and anything. Or you just in a hurry to get somewhere. I understand that. Yeah, I dodge and weave through traffic anywhere. I just like to drive fast. But you don't just get it. It's just certain things you don't do. Like you don't just get in somebody $83,000 truck and just mash the gas and start dodging and weave traffic because somebody looked at you. Nigga, you got the money that you must got $83,000. Anything after this motherfucker, you ain't on my insurance and none of that. Fuck you just go drive my John all crazy. That's why I laugh at this clown. He just don't know how much more I could just bring up about him. And plus, I don't like my shit. Mr. Pay told me you threw up on the back of my shit. It's so many. This nigga had the nerve to say I was trying to kill him. I done threw my cousin out my car for rolling my fucking window down just after I came out of out the wash. My shit is tinted up, and even if it's not tinted up, I don't like my shit with that streak right there, that where the water get on it. That's why you get your window, you get your window tinted and you don't want your tent where you can't fucking see out the motherfucking everything so dark or whatever. If you got it so dark, it's for a reason. So a clown nigga like this, with this makeup on, with this young lady right here, he helped me. The one thing I gotta give him is he helped me discover MO3, a triple threat. And when I say everybody that know me know that my favorite entertainer is Michael Jackson. So don't let this go over your head. Bobby Brown was never a fucking king of pop. Bobby Brown got kidnapped. And Whitney Houston had to go get like 400 grand. From, at least that's what I heard. I ain't see it or anything. That's what's that's word on the streets. And the streets know everything. The streets and the prison know. At least the county. The county, look, the streets, shit. Nah, the prisons know too. I got shit from the prison. Like that shit that shit was in like 48 hours. So shit go from yeah, shit go from for the time you get booked. That shit go real quick. It go right up the line. Somebody know all the way up in prison. Oh, the ball came in. And, oh, they let him out. Yo, get that paperwork. So all I know is this. I don't know nothing. But I told y'all if I'm lying, strike the channel. I got locked up. I got sent to Fairton, New Jersey, like 2008, 2009, say something like that. And right at that time when I got older, it really wasn't. It was a lot of DC niggas over there, but DC be having them, you know, yeah, transgenders. Hold on one second. Hello? All right. Hello? So, like 2008, 2009, something like that. I'm just saying. I'm not saying I saw nobody because I don't know nothing. I just remember, and I just know what they call this person that came through there, and they had to touch the gate, but they touched it by 4 o'clock. They ain't let me get their paperwork. They would not let me get their paperwork. Usually everybody let me get their paperwork. They come right up there and I write their name down. But this person didn't. But the guard told me what they told him their name was. I was like, what? But it two had two meanings in Spanish. I'm just saying, you can't make money off of your own show in the Fed. It's like in the Feds, you can't make no money. So Quavos, or whatever the fuck Quavos is, I don't know what it means. But the guard said that's what this person said, but everybody else called that person J Lo. And I was like, what? I never saw the person. Dumb walk with their head down. And the hair was long, like real long. I don't know who dumb was. But in the Fed, if you, it don't matter if you got your job changed over or whatever. You, if you was born him, you gonna always be a him. In the Fed, they ain't got all of that transgender jail. No, they don't care. They look at your background, say M or F. It don't be like no T. No, it don't be nothing like that. That's some new shit. But so this young lady, I don't know it. I don't know why somebody was so infatuated with finding out or wanting room 2220 to be something about some transgender. This the woman right here. Did I go over and grab her fucking dick and see if she was a fucking woman or not? Who does that? If her clothes is on and she professed to be a fucking woman, would think I'm not fucking her. I know that any woman that I want to be, she play around. If she play around and act like she try to talk in the deep voice and trying to play with me, is you crazy? Don't even play with me like that. Ain't see it shit even funny. I don't even know you. Just on the internet. Don't play with me like you a fucking girl. Then you just make your shit go deep like you a nigga and think that that's funny. Yeah, I'll show you funny. Yeah. Send me a picture and prove to me that you are a woman. Yeah. I didn't send it out over the internet. You sent it out over the internet. Don't play with nobody no more. I play on this internet. Now, somebody intercepted that John. You and your John got out there. It ain't my fault. You shouldn't have played with your voice. I don't, trying to act like you're a fucking man or some shit like that. I don't play like that. I don't be playing games on this fucking internet. Trying to act like you're a fucking woman, then be a fucking nigga. And I'm a bear talking about a case. And hmm, in that same vein, just because it's not my choice, because I believe in what the Most High said. The man will be with a woman. I know, you know, because sex was for procreation, wasn't it? And the unity and procreation. Upwards. Unity and procreation. But posterity is another thing. The one thing you don't ever want to see is no man want to see the next man down. You can't want to see the next man suffering for what? Why? What did he do to you? You fucked your mom, fucked your wife, your pop. No, at the first joint was hearing my dad. After I ain't never met this nigga, try to put my mom down. That's the first thing I ever heard from that nigga. The first words, not "What's up, son," none of that. He started talking about well, your mom, and my mom fucking raised and never asked that nigga for a dime. Never. Knew his number all the time. And as soon as I asked about my dad, she was like, "Oh, you want your grandmother number?" He still remembered the number. When she said the number, she didn't even say numbers. She said letters. Yeah, she remembered it from the letters. Y'all, that's a time you probably don't remember. Just how you knew somebody, John, you didn't know about the first three digits and say, like for 763. No, she said B something, blah, 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 blah. That's how my mom told me. My grandmother, no, but my grandmother asked, said she wanted to meet me right away. I was like 21. I knocked my dad out. I was in my 40s because he told my little brother he still didn't know. Man, your fucking mom, as soon as she seen me, she called your name. So how the fuck you would wait 20 something years and tell my little brother you still don't know if you mine because we look just alike more than any other one. So I knocked you out. Yeah. You must be the evil twin. So sometimes niggas is just fucked up niggas. That's and when I say niggas, yeah, they ain't got no color, ain't got no tone of skin, none of that. Let's see. There was a movie. It was called Limitless. Dude slid a pill to the ball, and the ball could just boom and act like he could access a certain amount of his brain, and it was called 10%. And and people came out with this pill. It was called Adderall. Adderall. People make it seem like that people believe that Adderall is that answer to everything. That's methamphetamine. Help you stay up all night. Now, that's what's given to me. But the dosage that's given to me because I've been in the military and it's very, 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 very hard just to deal with you niggas if you ain't been in the military. And then you start talking like You want to go to war? You want to do anything? And you ain't been in the military. So when I hear niggas, that shit be funny to me because if when you said you was gonna go down to South Carolina, I the first thing I did was arrive days before you because you said you got this niggas down there that's enemies. So what make your stupid ass think I'm not fucking looking for the enemies? People got mad because I was telling them, yo, this boy don't, yo, on Ratchet Channel, your head, you got a bushy head, but wasn't you in the fucking lobby of my motherfucking hotel? You look like you with your haircut. It looked like you. I just pay attention. Where we was standing, it ain't, yo, to see some black people up there, it's not normal. Then to see somebody have a Pennsylvania tag down there at the same time I'm down that joint. Do I look like do I when I say do I look like Joe the Jerk just got off work? And then for them to live, they actually had the fucking car had a fucking tag and that shit said championship some shit, which was right around the corner from where the fuck I live. And I'm like, all right, yeah. All right. I took pictures of all of that. So when people started talking that, oh, gang stalking, do I believe in it? I got the videos of it, everything. Made the nigga that even mentioned it to me come on here. He said that I believe in gang stalking. Would I become a snitch? Would I become an FBI agent? No, fuck no. But whatever he is, a snitch or FBI agent, I don't want to fucking kill him. I don't know what I told him that. He said something about black magic. He was the one doing the threats. You know, I don't throw threats. That's a crime. Promises are different things. And you go to the jail because you promised to pay somebody, right? And if you promise to pay somebody, then you owe a debt. If you don't, yo, if you don't pay the debt, now how am I gonna go? What? Wasn't me. That shit wasn't me. I don't know nothing, officer. You owe me money. Nobody don't owe me no money. I'm telling y'all, this nigga owe me money. And I don't give a fuck how you get it, but it's a play button for a reason. Because you see this young lady right here that he's throwing the horns up to her head. And I don't know what happened in that room that night. But if she was traumatized in any way by that night, she can get that off, whatever she got, why she recorded that joint, and why she called my phone, and why she sent me all of the text messages between them. She sent them to me. She just didn't send me the recording. And then the night before she was supposed to come on, the same thing happened was she had to, for some reason, she couldn't come on. And I ain't never say nothing bad about her and that. Because I'm not gonna say nothing bad about her. I don't know him, but I know. I know, and she know. Her clothes was on, my clothes was on. I know, and she know who clothes wasn't on. And when I say clothes on, I mean, yeah, like fully fucking dressed. I don't mean, I'm telling you, I don't care who it is in the world. Don't no nigga would call you up to his room and then he come there and he butt naked. I would have stabbed you and killed you right then and there. And I would have told her, be quiet. I'd have went right down to the truck, got my machete. Yeah, took you in the fucking bathroom, chopped you all the fuck up, and then took you right down to that place where you had me go, bro. If you'd have came up to me with your dick out and all of that shit like that, like y'all be playing around on this fucking internet, talking about looking at niggas' dicks and all that shit like that, nigga, I would have chopped you the fuck up in South Carolina and fed you to whatever died in that fucking water when I was backing up into that shit. If I would drive all the way to fucking South Carolina with no fucking weapons, knowing, and then I didn't know you was gonna come down there talking about you got the guns and everything in case anything, and you can legally bring them, and then you come down that motherfucker and you got a gun with no bullets. So the only thing protecting me or us would be Mr. Petty and me. Cause you couldn't do nothing. Yeah, nobody's scared of no fucking gun, man. Yo, I know the weight of the fucking gun and everything when you pull it out and all, yo, anything. And when that shit dropped in my jaw, yo, I know if that's a toy gun or not. Yo, I know all of that shit, bro. Like, I don't know who the fuck you think you playing with. But some people just want to take certain parts of it, that whole excursion and take it and cut it and make money out of it. But see if you see that nigga ever say anything. You ran into one, no, about 2, 3 chats, and you said something. But the one you ran into was the wrong one, was to go into MHB's chat. And I'm sitting there and I see you tell MHB, check your DM. You gave out the information, pussy. I gave you a non-disclosure agreement, period, and a pre-complaint before I filed the RICO. You the one led me to MHB and all of them, and I'm taking pictures of you. You the dumb motherfucker that think that, yo, you just gonna go around. Yo, first of all, don't nobody want your kids running around. If your kids will go on live to your man's channel and get right on the phone with your baby mom and start talking about how much of a rat and piece of shit is. They seen shit all on in social media and everything, because you ain't gonna hear that shit from my kids. You won't hear that shit from them today. No, you niggas did all that shit. Got people, baby moms, all up on your channel talking shit. You don't never see no shit like that. Well, nah, this ain't the channel. Like, for the baby mom come up on the channel and try to, you know, like you trying to talk some crazy shit about, you know, nothing. But this, if a woman came over here, she's supposed to, and something must have been done to her, and I allowed them to speak. Period. agree or disagree. But anyway, I'm just saying disclosure in common law. It's everything. I don't know nothing, officer. But I got the pictures of everybody that was making phone calls. They try to cut me off. You know, I had the cop pull us over right in the Audi dealer. Yo, listen, the Audi dealer, they pulled me over. It was supposed to be an Audi on, I don't know who fucking Audi that was on the expressway. With MO3 at that, but it was an Audi. They pulled me over in an Audi dealer, so I just took pictures. You know, I never got no statements from the KID. I know, you know how long I knew motherfuckers was following me. I literally take pictures of the look. I literally take pictures of the mirror. Yeah, I don't know nothing, officer. When it comes to talking to the judge, that's a different thing. I'm gonna tell the judge the truth about the officer. I don't know nothing about what the fuck y'all got me down here for or nothing. I don't know none of that shit. And if you do ask me something, I know what I did. I don't know nothing about nobody else. Who is that person? Yeah, I don't be throwing all that name about fucking names and none of that shit. And you can look at my joint. There ain't nobody writing up no shit. It kept saying my company, my company, my company, my company. Do I look that fucking stupid where I'm start coming out and then start saying people names? No, if I come out and say your fucking name, nigga, you harming one of my companies, my companies, my companies, my companies. I'm telling you, in persona, don't nobody know me. You saw me and you felt me, nigga, before I even fucking touched you. Because I came down there, you supposedly had a gun. I had knives, and you know I was gonna stick you and that bitch. And if it was anybody that was out there that was willing to do something else, I had a fucking machete. Yeah, like I was one of them Africans with some fucking flip flops on or some fucking uh, uh, fucking tuxedo shoes on with some fucking Jones holding an AR, yo, and then chop you up. Why else would a man call another man for help? Unless he thought that man was some type of security or could help him. I'm not calling no fucking body that can't help me. That's like me knowing my grandmother is dead. I'm trying to call my grandmother and ask her for help. I'm not calling her, asking her for no help. She can't help me. What's she gonna jump out the ground and just stand in front of a bullet or stand? Help me what? No, nigga, you called on a live fucking phone line and said help. Now I'm not even no fucking bodyguard. No, nigga, you an investment. You were going to be an investment. I thought you was something for real. You was, but you would, yo, that would have been the worst fucking investment. And that you gotta be one of the worst fucking investments in the history of the United States. Yo, Dallas, Texas had to be one of the worst fucking investments in the history when they went with Errol Spence. Yo, did y'all see how this nigga got beat all around the ring? You got a nigga that's a boxer. I'm just thinking on those, not on those other vaginal terms. But here you got a boxer. Then travel all the way across the country and beat the shit out of the British boy. Beat him up. Boop, bop, 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 boop, bop, boop, bop. But knowing you walking around at like a buck 63, Earl Spence, I followed your fucking career, bro. Like I was your fan. I was a fan of yours. I wanted to see you win just because you had the same color skin that I got. And the boy kept calling you a fudge brownie. I ain't never know what he was talking about. But you beat the boy up for whatever he was talking about, and then he was eating a fudge brownie. I don't know what that meant. That's some shit between y'all and boxing. I don't get all into that. But I forgot his name. But you beat him up. But you lost to my homeboy. You lost to Danny Garcia. They robbed Danny Garcia. They robbed a couple people. Especially they robbed. What's my man name? He dropped your ass. Yo, he court you. No. I got it wrong. You dropped him, but he was beating your ass that whole fucking fight ticket and everything. And they gave it to you. I think you dropped him like the 10th. You just caught him. You stepped back and you caught him. Bow. But you could never take the pressure. Earl Spence could never take pressure. He wasn't the part. Yo, if you came forward against Earl Spence, wasn't scared of his punches. Yo, so when I read that lawsuit, you was beating that girl up when you wasn't even in training for boxing. You wasn't even boxing. You wasn't even training. So that meant you was walking around at like about 63 and you hitting on however small she was. Because her name was something we on ass cotton. We can't get no pictures on her, but she said you was beating her up in front of her kids. Yeah, you one of them type bitch niggas. Yeah, that could make a lot of people fucking mad. I mean, a lot of people, man, they were people really know shit like that, bro. Like that's that shit was getting out there like that, which I was bringing it out. You think I wasn't paying attention to the names of the lawyers? We met yesterday. Y'all lucky I didn't take pictures of y'all because I don't need pictures of. I just need what everybody was saying on the internet. Trying to find out. Y'all couldn't find my name. You still don't know how to say my name. But that's why you need to know about trust. If y'all are trust, why can't I be a trust? How do I become a trust? Who's selling this house a trust? How come I can't be a trust? Where y'all names ain't disclosed. I just disclosed. Yeah, every fucking body in our trust, the founding fathers, the Newton, Robinson, the family trust. Yeah, I don't know who that comes. So it's no longer entertaining. It's no longer entertaining. It becomes a goddamn shame. So when somebody asked me yesterday, why do I keep coming alive? And I tell you, I'm gonna bring you down. I'm gonna bring you down. I'm gonna make it. I don't want you to come. I'd rather you give up and just don't even come live than come live and try to fake it again. See, you didn't know what it was when I said I'm gonna curry you. You had to be a dog fighter to know what it is to curry a dog. I mean, everything that anybody else put out about the story, I put the fucking truth out. And nobody would want me to go from start to finish. And how, yeah, Rainwater, you finished, bro. You got you walking around, and no disrespect to the size of the women. Yo, you got all big broads in your jizzling. Bro, stop fucking. Yo, I'm not, I really don't even give a shit about you anymore because ain't nobody gonna try to touch you because I already seen the boy had the ski mask on and everything. Yeah, man, you got mad protection. Don't nobody give a shit about what I don't. I know I don't. I'm trying to find out how to take these notifications. I really don't give a fuck about you. If I wanted you that bad, I would have been snatched your ass up. And like I said, I would have cut your fucking Achilles. Right when you stepped out the car. It's your snake. Man, I did tell you on live. I'm moving away from my family because I'm with all that shit that you into. I move away from them. Don't nobody move me away from my family. I move away from them so they don't see a certain side of me. Because they never saw that. You had to get like that when you was already separated from the rest of the world. All you had was people that's gonna bust that gun or whatever. I was in the military. If you ain't gonna bust your gun, then I don't need you around me. If you ain't gonna do nothing, I don't need you around me. If you get ready to go talk to somebody, try to stop me from what I'm gonna do, I don't need you around me. And I don't need nobody around me that's gonna worry. Just know that I came back before, I'm gonna come back again. And if I don't, look in the safe. Look in the safe. There won't be no cash and there'll be instructions. Don't pay no lawyers. Don't, don't even fucking don't you ain't gotta lay me out or none of that. That's how you get to the change rate. Because the change rate was never federal note. And federal notes have come nothing to but digits. You know what I'm saying? Like a motherfucker cash app you, do he cash app you federal note? No, he cash app you and then some digits pop up on your shit. And then the only way that you can show that you got them digits is if you're gonna go get some cash. Let's say that to say this. On that subpoena, for Yellow Bees, I don't give a fuck what nobody said on this internet. You heard it here first. I showed you who said they was at Walmart at a certain time, and then what somebody was spending, the actual card they was using at a certain time. It was both at Walmart. So I don't know nothing. That ain't my business. I ain't even from down there. All I know is I think that shit said Walmart store number 3341. Now, whatever the fuck that mean, I don't know. When I looked the shit up, that shit said Dallas, Texas. I was like, oh, if they asking for the transaction, that shit over with. I don't care. They got the last four digits of the card. I'll try to close the account. Y'all rookies at this shit. No wonder y'all talk about I was doing some damn transactions. I wasn't doing no motherfucking transaction with nobody down on here. The only transaction I did is trying to give to people who said they need help. Don't be trying to put me in none of y'all shit. I ain't do no motherfucking credit card transactions and furtherance, no fucking fraud or nothing like that. I just didn't report fraud that was done by me because yeah, certain people mom it'll involve certain people moms. So I'm not trying to take people moms away from them. Somebody named Tisha Tells. She telling about that dedicated. Damn, she on that joint. Yeah, I'm go ahead and close this. Go ahead and close this joint down. I just have to come down and say how I feel anytime. Nobody can stop me from saying how I feel, especially about the MO3 case. And if I don't gotta go into all the way down to a certain point in his records or anything. I'm just telling somebody that understands what I'm talking about. I told you about it's only two contracts that's ever that's ever re- heavily redacted, and that's of an insurance contract or the contract of an artist, and then actual banks trust contract or their trust declaration. So I was able to see both. But before I was ever to see that, I already knew about Key Man Insurance and how it pays out. I went to class. I took Series 7. I took the Series 7 and, you got to get a license for that. I took the Series 7, like, you know, about insurance. But I'm not in insurance. I am in insurance. If I told you 30 days, then I wasn't telling you I was going to hurt you, bro. People send me stuff like, ew. I don't know what you thought you was getting over on. But niggas I know, they ain't wearing no lipstick. They ain't even letting no chick put no lipstick on no filter or nothing. Like, nah, you're not doing that. And you gonna be able to keep the photos? Nah, listen. All right, I'm great. I'm great. I'm smoking this good Billy the King mule kick. This shit is alright. Yo, I'm surprised at that something that because it's a hybrid, but it's under 30%. It's like 27 or some shit like that. But I just noticed that I keep getting these copyrights, so I don't want to get the copyrights for playing Philly Jokers. Somebody don't want me to play. They don't want me to play Philly Jokers. That's crazy. And I'm from the LFW. It's like this. If you heard so many joints that says blame it on the rain. Blame it on the rain. But if you don't blame it on the rain, then you have something to hold your cocksucker. Some people, they don't. I come straight at niggas. But I'm not going to crash out. I was asking too many motherfucking questions. Doing too many lies on me for me to ever fucking crash out. I just always knew what I was fucked up about. I don't believe in coincidence.